Breaking news. Unfriendly skies. Why more airline passengers are flying into a rage. A maskless airline passenger was kicked off his flight after threatening to break someone's neck. An airline flight attendant hospitalized after a passenger punched her. What is going on? Back in the 90s, when I was a flight attendant, the biggest problem seemed to be when a first-class passenger didn't get their meal of choice. Now flight attendants have to worry about being punched in the face? What happened to manners, politeness, and etiquette? Etiquette is a lost art. When most people think of etiquette, they think of high tea with the queen or how to properly set the dinner table. But it really boils down to good manners, kindness, and consideration. The dictionary defines etiquette as a label, conduct, customary code of polite behavior, and rules. Well, the rules have changed. If anyone remembers what it used to be like to fly, it was an event for which we were grateful. Now, dinner with the family is a stretch. Dressing up, rare. Carrying on a conversation without someone looking at their phone, unheard of. But why does any of that matter? It all comes down to art. Not the art that my daughter Taylor drew for me, but 3 letters that sum up basic social skills. A for awareness, R for respect, and T for thankfulness. First, awareness. Be aware of those around you. How can we communicate with more kindness, politeness, and empathy? Second, respect. Aretha Franklin sang the song R-E-S-P-E-C-T, which I won't attempt to sing. You're welcome. But many of us can remember it well. How can we communicate with others with respect? Third, thankfulness. A little gratitude goes a long way. How can we communicate with others with thankfulness? Well, when we take time to slow down and practice art by being aware, respectful, and thankful, it will help to bring back the lost art of etiquette, which ultimately drives how we communicate, behave in our communities, and connect with others. Everything we do is either verbal or nonverbal communication. With verbal communication, word choice and tone are so meaningful. Use your common courtesies like please, thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, and I'm sorry on a daily basis. They're still magic words and can be a great starting point to good manners, awareness, respect, and thankfulness. Did you know that January 24th is National Compliments Day? It's a day to let people know that paying compliments is a way to connect with another human being. A few years ago, I was contacted by The List television show to share my views and examples on giving compliments. People love to receive genuine compliments. It makes them feel good to receive them and you for giving them. But don't wait until that day to pay a compliment. Do it every day. I love the quote by an unknown author that says, if speaking kindly to plants help them grow, imagine what speaking kindly to humans can do. Tone can be genuine, sarcastic, serious, or lighthearted. I remember when a passenger would snap their fingers and say, "Stewardess, I want a Coke." My initial personal reaction would want to snap back at them. But my professional reaction would be to simply answer kindly with, "Sir, give me one moment, please." Losing my job was not an option, which was primarily to save passengers' lives in the event of an emergency. During turbulence on a flight, passengers would look at my face to gauge how serious the situation was. However, I learned to read their face and body language as well. And I assured them that everything will be okay by the calm expression on my face. On another note, if I asked my husband, Victor, how my outfit looks on me, I would normally say, "Baby, what do you think of this outfit?" And he would say, "Turn around," so he can see the entire outfit on me. And then he would say, "It looks good," which made me feel beautiful. But if he didn't really care for it, his tone and face would tell all. And he would respond with, I prefer the other one. Smart man. Word choice and tone are everything. Nonverbal and verbal communication can either complement or contradict the other. Let's talk about public restrooms or the tiny airplane lavatory. You walk in, you see water all over the counter and paper towels on the floor. Personally, I wipe the water off the counter and with another towel pick up the mess, even if I didn't make it. It shows that you respect the space and those that come after you. My mom always taught me, now Tia, leave things better than you found them. We've all seen people littering, whether it's dropping trash on the sidewalk or leaving dog poop in a neighbor's yard. What that communicates non-verbally is that you don't respect the space and you expect someone else to pick it up. And when you're at an event, usually someone makes an announcement. Please silence your cell phone at this time. It's almost inevitable that a cell phone goes off at that exact time. It can ruin a special moment at a wedding, a sensitive moment at a funeral, or a pivotal moment in a speech. All of these speak of being polite or impolite, having consideration or lacking it. Sometimes we have to course correct or deviate to a more respectful way of communicating with others. Whether it's communication in verbal or nonverbal communication, we can experience turbulence and have to redirect the flight plan in our daily lives. I've been sharing insights about etiquette and good manners for over 20 years, and I have to continue to be mindful of my manners and behavior daily, because good manners affect how we treat others and how others treat us. The age-old adage of treat others the way you want to be treated still rings true, which ultimately leads to a sense of community. Community can be broken down into personal communities like your neighborhood or professional communities like your workplace. But it all starts at home, and it all begins with awareness, respect, and thankfulness. Clearing the dishes off the table, taking out the trash on the designated days, and bringing the can back in a timely manner. Helping with the laundry, replacing the toilet paper, making the bed, and sending out handwritten thank you notes. Yes, that's still a thing. Make good manners a habit. Practice makes perfect, or at least better. Let's talk about grocery stores, which are really mini worlds within themselves, like the airlines. One simple thing that we can do is put the cart back. If not in the store, at least in the cart rack in the parking lot, even if it's inconvenient for you. And when you're inside the store, don't leave the spinach you decided you no longer wanted with the Windex in the cleaner aisle. Take it all the way back to the produce area where you found it. And when you're in the checkout line and there's an elderly person behind you or a mother juggling 3 kids, maybe let them go in front of you and take your spot. Let others see your small acts of kindness, and you'll serve as a wonderful example of what to do. Something that I occasionally do at home is pay it forward by leaving water and snacks on my porch for delivery workers. These seemingly small things radiate much further than your front doorstep. Be the family member, neighbor, or customer you will want to have. Professionally, in workplace scenarios, we can show consideration or lack thereof every day we go to work, or even before we get the job. Being aware of your appearance, being respectful of time, and sending a thank you note after the interview speaks volumes. Be the coworker you would want to work alongside. Being kind and considerate and using good manners personally and professionally makes for a better community overall, which ultimately leads to better connections. When I was a flight attendant, our slogan was, "Fly the friendly skies." A plane takes an entire village to get safely from point A to point B. It takes all of the staff members on the ground and in the air to make everything work smoothly. It takes a community of people working together. 9/11 and COVID-19 has helped us to slow down and cherish those connections with family, friends, and coworkers. I remember 9/11 like it was yesterday. I happened to be on maternity leave as I watched the news unfold on the Today Show. Unfortunately, my airline was targeted and many innocent lives were lost to terrorism. I decided not to return to flying after my leave ended and started my etiquette business a year later in 2002. The world came together during those difficult times. May we never forget. Some of us may also remember the early stages of the COVID-19 pandemic and how people fought over toilet paper, paper towels, and hand sanitizer trying to take more than their share. On the other hand, you had people sharing what they had so that family, friends, and sometimes strangers wouldn't go without. We can come together as humans, as a community, by being caring and kind. We're all in the service industry in one capacity or another, whether you're a flight attendant or a pilot, a custodian or a CEO. We've all been placed on hold for way too long at one point or another. Rather than yelling at the customer service representative when they pick up, after all, it's not their fault that you've been on hold for 45 minutes. Why not ask the rep, how are you today? Can you imagine how many people have been rude to them on any given day? Why not be that person that embodies patience, awareness, and kindness? If you don't really care how they are, then don't ask, but at least give them respect. They're doing their best. More than likely, the company is short-staffed, which is not the rep's fault. Be rude to them and they may just disconnect you or transfer you to the wrong department. Be polite, human to human, and you may both get what you want and need, which is mutual respect and understanding. Good manners will have positive results for everyone. So, how do we create meaningful connections? We make ourselves more accountable by using good old-fashioned manners. Look, if you're on a deserted island, do whatever you want. It's just you. But you're not. You're part of a family, a neighborhood, a community, and the workplace. So I'll leave you with this. Ladies and gentlemen, please check the seat pocket in front of you for any trash. Make sure to take all of your personal belongings as you proceed to the nearest exit. The exits can be found in the back and the front of the auditorium, keeping in mind that your nearest exit may be behind you. Thank you for joining me today. Please remember to use your good manners and find ways to practice awareness, respect, and thankfulness. Have a nice day.